Have you ever wondered why some people seem to become wealthy with ease, while others work tirelessly their entire lives yet still struggle financially? Why does abundance sometimes arrive softly, like a breeze, only to disappear just as quickly? And why does misfortune often find us faster than blessings do? These things are not coincidences. In Feng Shui, we say, your home is not just where you live. It is the place that nourishes your destiny. The energy within your home, what we call qi, feeds your mind, your body, your emotions, and your ability to attract wealth. When the qi in your home flows freely and harmoniously, life feels lighter. Opportunities appear naturally. Money arrives more easily. Relationships soften. Peace grows. But when qi becomes blocked, scattered, or begins leaking away, no matter how hard you try, life feels heavy. Your effort doesn't match your results. You feel tired, discouraged, or overwhelmed. Wealth slips through your fingers. And the most surprising part? Most people don't even realize why it's happening. There is one particular place in the home that almost everyone ignores, a place that can protect your fortune or quietly drain it day after day. It's not the front door, not the kitchen, not the bedroom. It is the bathroom. When this area is neglected, qi becomes stagnant, good fortune fades, and the home loses its ability to support you. But when it is cleansed and activated correctly, your home becomes a magnet for wealth, peace, growth, and steady improvement. Today, I will teach you a powerful cleansing ritual using simple items: garlic, cinnamon powder, a piece of paper, and your intention. This ritual is gentle yet deeply transformative, but it must be done with awareness, sincerity, and the correct steps. Before we begin, take a moment and comment below. I am ready to release negative energy and welcome prosperity into my life. This affirmation is important. It signals to the universe that you are open. And if you haven't already, please like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss the next teachings. Now, take a slow breath and let me guide you. There is a core concept in Feng Shui that, if misunderstood, causes people to ask, why am I trying so hard but still not improving my finances? That concept is qi. Qi is invisible, yet present in everything: the air you breathe, the thoughts you hold, the emotional atmosphere in your home, the way you move through your space each morning, even the quiet heaviness you feel at night but cannot explain. Qi is the life current that nourishes the health of the body, the clarity of the mind, the harmony of the family, and the flow of your finances. When qi flows freely, luck rises, opportunities appear, life feels aligned. When qi is blocked, anxiety grows, money drains, exhaustion follows. And here is the key. Qi moves according to the structure of your home. The walls, doorways, pipes, hallways, and water flow in your house are constantly shaping your destiny, whether you notice it or not. Why the bathroom affects wealth in Feng Shui. The bathroom belongs to the water element. Water represents the flow of money, the movement of financial energy, the cycle of prosperity. But not all water brings wealth. There is water that nourishes abundance and water that drains abundance. For example, water in the living room nourishes harmony and connection. Water in the kitchen balances fire, supports family unity. But water in the bathroom is escaping water. This means the bathroom is where wealth leaves the home. I often tell my students, wealth is like water in a well. If the bottom is leaking, it can never stay full. No matter how hard you work, save, or budget, if wealth is constantly draining away, money comes in and disappears. You work more but still feel lacking. You try to save, but it doesn't accumulate. Debts grow easily. You feel tired and discouraged. Not because you are incapable, but because your home is not holding your fortune. Too much water is not good. Many people misunderstand Feng Shui and think the more water, the more wealth. But ancient Feng Shui teaches water without direction brings great loss, meaning water that flows with intention gathers wealth. Water that drains without control destroys wealth. The bathroom is the strongest point of water drainage in the home. If not corrected, it becomes the leak of prosperity, the exit of good fortune, the cause of financial instability. Why you must close the toilet lid. Some believe this is just about hygiene, but in Feng Shui it is about preserving wealth. The toilet is the escape point of water. Every flush shifts the energy field of the home. If the lid is open, good qi gets pulled down and flushed away. Cold, draining water qi rises into the room. The home's energy weakens. Wealth energy becomes unstable. If the lid is closed, negative qi is contained. Water flow has a boundary. Wealth qi stays in the home. 1 second of intention protects the fortune of the entire household. Signs your wealth is leaking through the bathroom. If your home experiences unpredictable finances, fatigue or low vitality, emotional tension among family members, working hard but saving little, a subtle sense of unease, this is not coincidence. It is qi flowing in the wrong direction. And when qi flows wrong, fortune flows wrong. In the next part, I will share with you the story of a single mother who was trapped in financial struggle and how she restored abundance simply by restoring the qi in her home. In more than 40 years of guiding thousands of families, there are stories I will never forget. Today, I want to share one of them with you. This is the story of Sarah, a single mother. Sarah was strong, hard-working, and deeply responsible. She worked 2 jobs to support her young son, always believing that if she tried hard enough, life would eventually improve. But life does not always respond to effort in the way we expect. A difficult period came suddenly. The company she worked at faced a financial crisis and began cutting staff. The first name on the list was hers. No job, 0 income. Her small savings slowly drained away. At the same time, her son began getting sick. First minor illnesses, then more serious ones. Doctor visits, medications, hospital bills, food expenses, utilities. Everything seemed to hit her at once like a rising tide. Sarah told me that during that time she would lie awake at night staring at the ceiling, feeling nothing. No tears, no anger, just emptiness so deep it reached her bones. This was not just a financial crisis. It was a crisis of life energy. When a person becomes so drained that they lose faith in themselves, that is the most dangerous moment of all. Debt grew. Her emotional strength collapsed. Her health weakened. There was no light anywhere ahead. Until one day, an old friend came to visit. This friend had been a student of mine years earlier. She looked at Sarah, really looked, and saw something more than tiredness. She saw heavy yin energy built up over time, the kind of energy that drains wealth, health, and hope. She said to Sarah, "Your home is holding too much stagnant energy. Not dirt, not odor, but the emotional weight of fear, exhaustion, and despair. If you don't transform that energy, no matter how hard you try, fortune will not enter." Then she shared with Sarah a very simple yet deeply rooted Feng Shui purification ritual: garlic, cinnamon, and a green candle. It sounded unusual, but in classical Feng Shui, garlic is known for its powerful ability to absorb stagnant and negative energies. Garlic does not bring wealth. Garlic does not create luck. Garlic performs one sacred task. It clears the darkness blocking your clarity, your strength, and your fortune. Many people believe money doesn't come because they lack income. But in many cases, wealth cannot enter because the mind and energy field are clouded. When energy is clouded, we cannot see opportunities. We cannot make wise decisions. We cannot feel our own power, and we lose direction. Placing garlic in the right place, especially where water drains, such as the bathroom, helps absorb stagnant energy and reopen the flow of prosperity. I want you to remember this. Wealth does not only come from effort. Wealth comes from clarity. And clarity comes from balanced energy. When your inner light returns, wealth returns. Strength returns, opportunity returns. Sarah followed the ritual her friend taught her, and that was the turning point. Not a sudden miracle, but a gentle, steady transformation. Her son's health improved, her mind became clearer, her body felt lighter. A new job appeared, one that fit her better and paid more. And most importantly, she regained hope. When Sarah later came to thank me, she said, "That ritual didn't just help me escape debt, it pulled me out of the darkness." I smiled and said, "The ritual was just a doorway. You were the one who stepped through." But I must remind you, if you perform the ritual incorrectly, it will not work, because Feng Shui is not in the object. Feng Shui is in the activation of qi and the state of your heart while performing it. In the next section, I will guide you step by step, correctly, clearly, and effectively, and you will understand why one clove of garlic can change the financial destiny of a household. People often think Feng Shui comes from expensive items: money frogs, golden toads, wealth vases, engraved talismans. But in 40 years of studying and practicing Feng Shui, I have learned Feng Shui is not about the price of an object. It is about the energy the object activates. A simple item, if placed at the right place, at the right time, in the right way, can create deep transformation. This ritual uses 4 key elements: garlic, cinnamon, green candle, mirror. Each one plays a unique role in the movement of qi. Garlic, the absorber of shadow. Garlic grows in dark, damp soil, yet it holds strong metal energy. Metal transforms and breaks down stagnant yin energy. Garlic absorbs emotional heaviness, fatigue without reason, mental fog, unexplained sadness or hopelessness. Garlic does not attract wealth. Garlic clears the path so wealth can return. Where should it work? The bathroom, the strongest point of water drainage, where wealth escapes. Garlic quietly gathers the old heavy energy and gives the home a clean foundation again. Cinnamon, the flame that awakens life energy. If garlic clears darkness, cinnamon is the first light returning to the home. Cinnamon carries pure fire, warm, fragrant, uplifting. Green candle, the activation of growth chi. Green belongs to wood. Wood represents growth, movement, and renewal. Lighting a green candle awakens stagnant chi, brings movement where energy was stuck, rebalances excessive yin in the bathroom. It reopens the flow of prosperity. Mirror, the amplifier of light. A mirror does not only reflect images, it reflects energy fields. When placed correctly, a mirror expands yang qi, spreading positive energy through the room. In this ritual, the mirror is placed to reflect the flame of the candle. Fire equals yang. Mirror, the four become one, a complete energy cycle. Garlic clears, cinnamon warms, candle awakens, mirror expands. This is not superstition. This is applied Feng Shui energy dynamics. Before we proceed, I must repeat clearly, if you place things incorrectly or skip steps, the effect is lost. Because Feng Shui lives not in the objects, but in the movement of qi and the heart of the person performing it. Now we come to the most important part. As I've shared from the beginning, Feng Shui is not one. Clean the space. Clear the path for qi to flow. Before adjusting any energy in the home, we must remove old and stagnant. 2. Close the 3. Prepare the items. On a clean, flat surface. 4. Write the debt or financial weight you are carrying on the paper. Write slowly and clearly. The amount of debt or the financial situation that weighs heaviest on your heart. Write slowly, no rushing, because to name it is to face it, is to begin dissolving it. When you avoid a problem, it becomes harder to transform. Look directly at it. Take a breath. Say softly, I see you. I acknowledge that you have existed, and from this moment, I allow myself to transform you. This is the emotional turning point. 5. Charge the garlic. Make it the absorber of heavy energy. Hold the garlic in your hand. Close your eyes for about 10 seconds. Take a slow, deep breath. You do not need to pray long or recite anything. Just say honestly, I place my worries and heaviness here. I allow these burdens to leave my life. At that moment, the garlic stops being a cooking ingredient. It becomes the collector of stagnant energy. 6. Add the cinnamon, light the candle, position the mirror. Sprinkle a small pinch of cinnamon over the garlic. Fire awakens yang. Light the green candle, awakens growth qi. Place the mirror so that the candle flame reflects in it. When the flame reflects in the mirror, the room begins to shift subtly from the inside out. If your mind is still, you will feel it. 7. Affirm the energy shift. Look into the candle flame. Speak slowly. Wealth returns. Debts dissolve. Peace in the heart. Abundance follows. The volume doesn't matter. Sincerity does. Because the voice guides qi, the mind guides strength, the heart guides destiny. 8. Release. The moment of letting go. Open the toilet lid. Drop the garlic in. Flush. Do not watch it go. Do not hesitate. Do not reach back. Let it go. This is the transformation. Blow out the candle. Stand still for 10 seconds. Just breathe. You will feel something shift. The room feels lighter. Your chest feels lighter. The air feels clearer. This is the sign that qi has moved. Important notes. Do not perform this ritual when your mind is chaotic. You are angry. You are trying to ask for money. This ritual is not about asking. It is about clearing the path so abundance can return naturally. Because once the mind is clear, the heart is light, the home breathes again, wealth returns on its own, like water finding its river.
In Buddhism, there is a very important teaching. When the heart is pure, the world becomes pure. This means when our inner world becomes clear, the outer world naturally begins to transform. Feng Shui and Dharma are not separate paths. They are two expressions of the same truth. Feng Shui adjusts the external energy. Buddhist practice adjusts the internal energy. If you balance the external space, but your mind remains in fear or worry, wealth may come, but it will not stay. If your heart is calm and clear, but your home environment blocks the flow of qi, you will have vision, but no momentum to change your situation. This is why we say, Feng Shui is the outer expression of the inner state. The mind is the root. Feng Shui is the branch. When we perform the garlic ritual, we are not just removing negative energy. We are pausing long enough to face the fears we never spoke aloud, the exhaustion we pretended we could carry, and the anxieties we hid even from ourselves. Garlic does not simply absorb heavy qi from the room. It symbolizes the courage to step out of our own inner shadows. Cinnamon does not simply smell warm. It is the first spark of hope returning to the heart. The candle does not only light the room, it lights the path back to yourself. The mirror does not only reflect the flame, it reminds you to see yourself clearly again. Because wealth is not something we chase. Wealth arrives when we are clear enough, open enough, and settled enough to receive it. To keep abundance, you do not need to hold on tightly. You need to return to a state of inner ease. A tense heart pushes wealth away. A peaceful heart invites wealth home. If you have stayed with me until now, it means there is still a flame inside you. No matter the exhaustion, the confusion, or the moments when you almost gave up, that flame has never gone out. It has only been waiting to be warmed again. Remember this: there is no misfortune that lasts forever. There is only energy that has not yet been released. When you clear your space, restore the flow of qi, and return your heart to stillness, wealth comes back as naturally as the sunrise. Because wealth always moves toward places that hold light. Feng Shui is not magic. Feng Shui is awareness. It is knowing when to let go, when to hold steady, and when to simply breathe and return to yourself. Wealth is not just money in your bank account. Wealth is the feeling of enoughness, the peace in your chest, and the quiet joy that returns each morning. Today, you have planted a seed. Allow it to grow in its own timing. If you'd like guidance, you may comment with your name plus birth year below. I will help you identify your wealth palace and show you where to activate prosperity in your home this year. And if this teaching was helpful to you, like so YouTube knows this message matters and shares it with others who need it. Share with someone who is struggling. This may be the hand that pulls them back into the light. Subscribe so you don't miss the deeper Feng Shui lessons to come.
each one a step toward a more abundant, peaceful life. Thank you for being here. Our journey together is only beginning. May you have a peaceful heart, a home full of light, and wealth returning gently to you.